World War II began in Europe. It all began with the German invasion of Poland in September 1939 under the command of Hitler. This caused a declaration of war from France and Britain on Germany. Their next conquest was in 1940 when Germany conquered Denmark, Norway, Belgium, the Netherlands, and even France. Germany's first defeat came in the summer of 1940 when they tried to attack Britain in the Battle of Britain, but they couldn't defeat the Royal Air Force. Later in 1941, Germany began invading the Soviet Union. At first they were doing well and moving on swiftly, but it would soon be the cause of the downfall of the Germans' war effort. Russia's harsh winters combined with strength and determination proved too much for the Germans, and after the Battle of Stalingrad and Kursk in 1943, they were forced to retreat. The downfall of Germany came after the Normandy invasion, also called the D-Day invasion, which gave the Allies a foothold in German-occupied France, which soon allowed them to close in on Germany, and after Hitler committed suicide, Germany surrendered in May of 1945. At the same time in the Pacific, another war was going on. This war was started after Japan began conquering new territories in China, and the United States told them to stop. And the U.S. got involved when in 1941, Japan launched a surprise attack on Pearl Harbor, which caused the United States to declare war on Japan. In late spring 1942, the United States and Japan engaged in a series of naval battles. A notable battle was the Battle of Midway on June 3, 1942, when Japan suffered a huge defeat. The fighting continued throughout the Pacific in 1944 and into early 1945. By the late spring of 1945, most of Japan's conquests were liberated. Drawing closer to Japanese home islands, the United States began heavy bombing campaigns on Japanese cities, including Tokyo. And this continued until early August. The United States dropped 2 atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, forcing Japan to surrender a few days later, effectively ending World War II.
My name is Jackson.
And I'm Azariah Sims.
We're time travelers from West Anchorage High School.
For our first trip back, we're going to Hawaii. But don't bring your swim shorts, because this is no vacation. You ready?
Come with us.
Whoa! Dude, it worked. Where are we? Oh, we made it!
We're in Hawaii!
Yeah! Let's go explore. It's December 7th, 1941. Day of the Pearl Harbor attack. Let's go check out the beach. See if anything's happened yet.
Sure this is the right date, Jackson?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But it doesn't look like much has happened yet.
It's common. I don't think...
Whoa, dude! What was that? Oh, making his second pass, dude. Wow, check this out, Azariah. Dude, get down. Oh, that plane's done. We better go for cover. Oh my gosh, they're getting hot in here. Oh no, we gotta run, bro. I think I hear something coming. Whoa, dude, kamikaze. Azariah, there's a horse over here. Let's get away. Come on. All right, hop on my back. Oh! Whoa! We're safe now.
That was a close one, bro.
We better head back.
Never going back to Pearl Harbor again.
No way. Now will we ice up? Here's a video for you guys to see how it really was for the soldiers in the front lines during Pearl Harbor.
Yesterday, December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy. The United States of America was suddenly and deliberately attacked by naval and air forces of the Empire of Japan. the facts of yesterday and today speak for themselves. With confidence in our armed forces, with the unbounding determination of our people, we will gain the inevitable triumph, so help us God. I ask that the Congress declare that since the unprovoked and dastardly attack by Japan on Sunday, December 7th, 1941, a state of war has existed between the United States and the Japanese Empire.
Alright guys, we're back and we're ready for our second journey. Now we're going to June 6, 1944, otherwise known as D-Day, on the beaches of Normandy. Let's go. Ready? Azariah and I, we just landed on the beaches of Normandy during D-Day, right in the middle of a battle. As you can see, we came pretty well prepared. Look, this German Nazi right there. Let's see if we can take him out. Pretty close, pretty close. Not close enough. Let's go, let's storm the beach now. Oh, dude. Mortar just landed right next to me. This is crazy, guys, you wouldn't even imagine. Wait. What? What are those? Those are my Crocs. Let's go. No. What did you just do? What did you just do? I got him. Azariah. We gotta go back. Let's go, bud. I got you. I'm gonna sing. I got this. Let's go. Come on. We're gonna make it, bud. Alright, let's go. Come on. You're gonna be okay. While I'm trying to save Azariah, you guys go ahead and take some notes on this video from D-Day. Study up, boys.
Well, D-Day was obviously the most important single fight of that war. And of course, had we lost it, there's no telling what the outcome would have been.
Since the American entry into the war, American generals had been agitating for an opportunity to fight the Germans directly. The D-Day invasion of Normandy in June 1944, represented the cutting edge of this offensive.
The essential condition that underwrote the success of D-Day was the fact that Germany had been bled virtually to death by fighting on the Eastern Front for several years against the Red Army in the Soviet Union before D-Day ever happened.
The Germans had been preparing for this invasion as long as the Americans and the British had been, and they had been digging in. And they knew that they could inflict appalling casualties on the first units ashore. Well, somebody had to do it. And so the soldiers went, and indeed, those first units did suffer very high rates of death and wounding.
It's one thing to go on a beach with sand dunes. It's something else when you've got enemy on top of these bluffs. And for some reason, naval gunnery was either off or something went wrong there. They couldn't destroy those gun emplacements.
But eventually, the weight of the invasion took hold. The numbers of Americans, the numbers of craft, allowed the Americans and the British to establish a beachhead. And once they established a beachhead, then they could bring more and more soldiers and equipment ashore.
One thing I don't think either the Japanese or the Germans really counted on was what it meant to come up against a massive capitalist industrial power. The ability to build stuff on a massive scale with massive numbers was just something they hadn't really anticipated.
If you look back at the old photographs and the footage of that armada out there off the coast, I don't think they've ever assembled before or after anything like that.
Eventually, it was the technology, it was the weight of American weapons that tipped the balance. But at the very beginning, it was the soldiers, the ones who splashed ashore, the ones who knew that in the first wave, lots and lots of them would never come back. And those are the ones who made possible everything that followed.
The Rangers who went in first and the waves that came after them stood right up to it. And there was more bravery that day than one can hardly imagine.
Sadly, my good friend and co-host Azariah Sims is struggling to pull through in the ER right now. So I would like to welcome our new co-host, Daniel Scarborough.
Sorry to hear about your friend, Jackson, but the journey's not over yet. For our next trip, we're going back in time to February 23rd, 1945 for the Battle of Iwo Jima.
You ready? I don't know if you know what to expect.
I'm ready.
Whoa, who are you guys?
We're Americans.
Well, help me raise this flag.
Where are we? Oh, I'm not sure watching.
All right. Thank you, sir.
What is your name?
Harlan Bluff.
Well, good luck to you, sir. We gotta go.
For your service.
Jackson, where are we? When are we?
I don't know, but it's August 6th, 1945. Wait, that's the day we nuked Japan.
Let's go all the way to the water.
No!
Come on.
No.
You should have brought mud boots.
I didn't know we were doing this.
What did you think?
You ready?
Yeah.
You ready? Tell us.
I'm ready, go.
God. Dude. That was crazy, man. Never again, man. God. Glad we made it out of that one. Seriously, that was a close one. Goodness, it's bad to be black. Just glad to be back.